This next poem tells the story of my life as an evacuee, the first few days. The poem is called I Remember. It was springtime, I remember. The year was 41. They put a label round our necks and said, "The time has come." They took us up to Paddington and put us on a train. It was 4 long years and many tears before we saw home again. Oh yes, I remember. I was barely 8 years old. "You're going to the country, dear," that's what I was told. "You'll be away from London and the bombing every night. You're going with 2 sisters, so you 3 will be all right." I remember when we got there, we were in the village school. With our bags of bits and pieces, we were gathered in the hall. Our names were called out one by one for billeting, they said. Then they split me from my sisters, the one thing that I dread. For Mama said before we left, "Just do this thing for me. Look after both your sisters. You're the oldest of all 3. I tried to hide the hurt I felt, for I had let Mum down. How could I look after them if they were not around? Then back aboard the bus once more, we roared into the night. The wartime blackout was in force. No window had a light, and now at last the bus has stopped. My time has come to go. Where were my sisters billeted? But how was I to know? The night was dark, the house was dark. We knocked upon the door. The lady with her straggly hair was all of 54. She looked so old, and round her waist a sackcloth apron tied. Though black the night, I shook with fright and would not go inside. The halo from the oil lamp cast shadows on the wall. The flagstone floor, uneven, bare, no welcome there at all. It seemed to me as I stood there, unhappy and alone, 1,000,000 miles from London and all that I called home. The lady gently took my hand and eased me through the door. A roaring fire warmed the house, a dog lay on the floor. "You look quite shrammed," the lady said. "Why not sit down and eat?" Then filled a plate with stew for me, with vegetables and meat. The tasty meal, the fireside warm. Somehow it seemed as though this place had lost its frightening feel. The fear began to go. "I'm not your mum, but call me aunt," the lady gently said. "You've had a long and tiring day. I think it's time for bed." The double bed was soft and warm and filled with eiderdown. The bedspread 7 inches thick, then put its arms around. The feather mattress took me in and made things seem all right. I fell asleep and soundly slept until the morning light. I came downstairs, my mind awhirl. What would this new life bring? "Have a wash," my new aunt said. "There's towels and everything." "Where are the taps?" "There are no taps, something I meant to tell. There is no water in the house. We fetch it from the well." That morning, as I left for school, uncertain and unsure, my world then brightened up again. My sisters lived next door, but then they would not speak to me. Their eyes were full of fright. My questions left unanswered until we were out of sight. They said the lady where they lived had argued with my aunt. I said, "But you can speak to me." They said, "Oh no, we can't. Don't let me catch you talking to that nasty boy next door. I'll smack your bottoms with a stick until your bottom's sore." The kids were so unkind to us. Each day when at the school, our London accent gave them fun. We did not fit at all. We missed the dirt, the dust, the smoke, our home in the East End. We had no fun with anyone, for no one was our friend. For 4 long years we lived that way without a chance to speak, except each day from 8 to 4, just 5 days of the week. For those were the days we went to school. We plotted every day ways that we could get back home if we should run away. Each day when school is over, there are chores that we must do. Not just a moment of our time, more like an hour or 2. 30 rabbits to be fed and sticks to chop each day. Then when you're finished, off to bed. There is no time to play. Why 30 rabbits, you may ask? It's wartime, there's no meat. The rabbits are not pets, just something else to eat. The sticks will keep the fire alight by day and night time too. No electricity, no TV, there's little else to do. The weekends were my favourite time, for then we stay at home. And though we had some jobs to do, we had time of our own. The many days that we enjoyed out in the new-mown hay, or helping with the hens and geese, that was our form of play. The sunshine warm, the care and love, the war so far away. I really did not think of home, I just enjoyed each day. Good fresh air, the countryside where we could safely roam, the homegrown food, the fireside warm, this was our second home. The days, the weeks, the months went by, each day becoming better. No news from London or our mum, no parcel and no letter. Aunt Edith, as I called her now, was really very kind. The kids at school were my new friends, so now I do not mind. It was summer, I remember. The war was at an end. You're going home, they told me, with your family and your friends. I soon found out when we were home that life was not the same. I wished, oh how I wished, I was evacuee again.